Hey all, this is NTom, and welcome to a special sponsored quick look of Theatrhythm Final Bar Line. Or is it Theatrhythm? I've never really been sure of the pronunciation, but regardless, thank you to Square-Enix for providing a code for the game. We're going to check out roughly about 30 minutes or so of songs and the like, because this is indeed a rhythm action game. I'm not going to explain all the ins and outs. If you've played Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, it's a very similar setup. You've got action stages, you've got travelling stages, you've got like FMVs where you got to match the beats and whatnot. But actually what we're going to do first is check out the intro, because it's very cute and I want my co-com to see it. That co-com is no other than Axel Ryman. How you doing, mate?
Hello, I'm doing good on this Sunday morning for me. Yeah, I've never played the Theatrhythm series myself, so seeing all the cute little chibis like this is always kind of fun.
This art style also made its way into Kingdom Hearts, and they would use it for, like, I believe it was, like, recoded menu stuff and the like.
Mm-hmm. That I definitely remember. Just seeing all the different characters is, like, so good. Then you see all the different enemies, it's like, can we get, like, a Final Fantasy, actual RPG game like this, with this style?
The closest to this style would probably be World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it has, like, that World of Final Fantasy charm to it, actually.
As you may know, if you follow HFC, the only Final Fantasy I've ever really beaten is Crisis Core, which does indeed have music here, but I wanted a co-com who has a little bit more knowledge of the series. So, Axel, what's your CV? Which games in the series have you beaten?
Oh geez, that's actually quite a lot of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 10-2, 12, 13, and Mystic Quest.
Oh, throwing a curveball at the end there. Everyone knows about its bitchin' boss theme.
The remixes that people could put out with that, oh, mwah, chef's kiss for that.
Superb. So yeah, we got the crystals. Everyone knows about that if you played Dissidia, especially.
Oh boy, a game that features the 4 crystals of the elements. Never heard that one before. Wait.
I'm starting to see a little bit of suspicion on the horizon here. There was a particular series you wanted us to start with, wasn't there, mate?
Yes. My personal favorite, outside of Die Hard, is the best Final Fantasy ever, Final Fantasy V.
Okie dokie, and here we are. I've played a little bit of this. I wanted us to get as close to Battle on the Big Bridge as possible, because everyone knows that. We all know about Gilgamesh and whatnot, but we're going to start with Home Sweet Home.
Yeah, Final Fantasy V's, like I said, it's one of my favorites, mostly for the gameplay, but the music, it has some really good tracks, and Battle on the Big Bridge being one of them, because it does introduce one of the most iconic series characters, Gilgamesh.
Of course. Now the travelling ones, as you can see here, features our heroes, like, travelling through the stage and whatnot. I'll try to explain the things as we go along here. These are basic things. Oh god, this is going to be a lot harder to do while talking than I realised.
So yeah, pretty much, it's a rhythm game. You press the buttons as they come to the screen and hit the right side. And I see what looks like character commands, and based on my experience with Final Fantasy V, it's actually very accurate too.
Make sure you go into the settings, by the way, and auto-set those, because I was just dealing with a very vanilla team at first, and I wasn't really getting through enemies as much as I would have liked.
So, use the Final Fantasy V characters in the Final Fantasy V area. Bartz, why did you just trip and fall over your own shoelaces?
Isn't that a very Bartz-esque thing?
He is a bit of a doof, but, not that much of a doof.
Fair enough. I'm actually using my Joy-Cons for this, because I play in handheld on my Switch most of the time, so I figured I may as well, you know, not mess things up here and switch to my 8-bit dough, and, you know, I get a different kind of feel there and whatnot.
I guess, like, one other thing to mention with Final Fantasy V, why it's one of my favorites, because of, I like to make jokes about it, since it is a not super serious game in the series. For anyone who's experienced the PlayStation version, the translation with that is impeccable, to say the least. Like calling a wyvern Y-burn. Like the letter Y in burn.
Kind of funny you mentioned that. It's a bit doofy, a bit silly, because doesn't it have one of the arguably more serious enemies in the series, X-Death?
It does, actually, yes. But it's like most of the plot is just like running gags and a lot of goofiness, including a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference in the Game Boy Advance translation.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not surprised that I'm not pulling off triple S's here. That's the basic version of the best score you can get, really. Hey, at least I didn't get any misses there.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
There he is. That's his Dissidia design, I believe. Oh. I forgot to turn off items. Oh well, it's fine.
Tom, don't you play competitive Melee, you know, Final Destination, no items, Fox only?
Sadly no. No.
Good, I'm glad you don't.
Library of Ancients, the airship. Which one of these would you like, mate? Because I don't think we have to take out both of them to move on.
You know what? I see Ifrit, and then I see the movers. I'd rather go fight Ifrit.
Fair enough. You know what? Let's get us some experience things here. Got a couple of these eggs. Bada bing, bada boom.
But going back to the Final Fantasy V translation, it also translated one of the characters' names very interestingly.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, the fourth party member on your screen, for everyone who may not be aware, is named Ferris. And, spoiler, she's also a princess. With her princess name being Sarissa. But the PlayStation version called her Salsa.
Huh. Spicy.
Very. And because of that, I have actually come up with like a little bit of a clip for it. Princess Salsa met a man named Chip. They both fell in love and had a son named Dim.
Nice. This is actually harder than if the triggers were moving at their normal speed, funnily enough.
Is it because of the track or just like the way that the inputs are actually going?
I think it's a special thing, like, native to this particular level. I'm not sure. There are certain, like, quests you can do, funnily enough, in the series quest thing, like, don't use any items, take down the boss and whatnot. Those boss-related ones I probably won't be doing until I've leveled up my teams a fair bit of the ways. There we go. For these travelling ones, you just have to hold the stick in the direction it's going. That tripped me up at first.
And no one can see me, but I'm actually kind of like dancing to the music right now, just because hearing it again is just so good.
Love a bit of Final Fantasy nostalgia, so does our Axel.
A little bit, even though Final Fantasy V is probably like the one I play the most every so often. Mainly because every summer they do a event called the 4-Job Fiesta, which is a really nice challenge event, and for some people it's also like their first way of playing Final Fantasy V.
Is this in a particular thing, like Final Fantasy 14?
No. The 4-Job Fiesta thing is like a challenge run where a bot rolls what 4 jobs you can use for the entire game.
Ah, okay, so it's like a randomizer.
In a way, sort of, but not exactly.
I understand completely, Axel, thank you. There we go. Too many goods for my liking there. That definitely knocked my score down a little bit, but again, playing it live, so whatevers.
I mean, you got a perfect chain.
Yeah, could have been better. I will never allow the praise to wash over myself, because then you get, a very evil NTom. Tyro. I have no idea who that is.
He is from Record Keeper, the main character, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this particular Theatrhythm has a ton of different games in it. You've got the main series, but you've also got like Tactics, I believe there's Type 0 in here, and that's before getting to the DLC stuff from, like, Nier and stuff like that. Ooh, the Dawn Warriors.
Ah, yeah, another good theme.
Play with Galoof in your party. Let me just double check to see if we have him here.
He is part of the Final Fantasy V cast.
Yeah, there he is. Booyah.
Brawler of really, monk-esque ability.
Alright, let's go. I'm not actually sure where Battle on the Big Bridge drops during Final Fantasy V's run, so maybe it's after this?
I would say it's definitely right after this, because, going based on my knowledge of it, the Dawn Warriors plays, in the spot right before Battle on the Big Bridge occurs.
Right.
So having experienced a lot of the Final Fantasy games, including some of their mobile stuff, like Record Keeper, Brave Exvius, and Mobius also made remixes of a number of tracks from the series.
Ooh.
Dawn Warrior being one of them, actually.
It wouldn't be Final Fantasy without a remix here and there. You know, a series this known and beloved for its music. Gotta be some mixes here and there. What pisses me off is we've never got a Sonic rhythm game.
That's actually... Well, we had got a sort of rhythm game, but it wasn't a rhythm game.
You'll have to refresh my memory, mate.
I'm talking about the oh god, Dark Chronicles? Because you do have to do rhythm inputs.
Oh, I'm angry now. I'm more angry than ever before.
I'm sorry, Tom. That's the closest that we ever got to a Sonic rhythm game, unfortunately.
We are all frogs right now, don't worry about that. Oh, he's dead, cool.
Yeah, Gilgamesh is one of those... Oh, crap. Bye! I'm out of here. In fact, one of my favorite quotes from Gilgamesh occurs in Final Fantasy V, where he goes, "Now it's time we fight like men, and ladies who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, it's morphin' time."
Oh, yes.
Is that the Knights of the Round Table?
Sure is. You can equip a summon to your team.
And of course, you picked the best one from Final Fantasy VII.
I let Auto pick the best one for me, thank you very much.
Okay, then Auto did the work.
Yeah, it's these greats and goods that are letting me down score-wise here.
But you're still getting those perfect chains, at least.
Yeah, we have the ship from 10, I believe?
Yep, that is the 10.
I have a lot of nostalgia for 10, because I actually watched a LP of the game from beginning to end in the early days of YouTube.
Oh, man. I remember playing that so much, and back then I didn't have a memory card at first, so I had to keep my PS2 on just to play it.
Yeah, that's how it be. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna get fucking destroyed here, but I'm gonna give it my best shot, and after we're done here, we can pick a different Final Fantasy world just to have a little look at. Alright, wish me luck.
Nah, you got skill.
I could use a little bit of both, honestly.
Okay, I'll send you some luck.
Well, the difficulty's only at 2 right now, so...
Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na. If it's not obvious, this is probably my favorite track in the entirety of the series.
Oh, it's probably top 10 for me, at least out of the ones I know.
It's not just the character, it's the music that is just so good that it gets remixed in almost any appearance that Gilgamesh has. Or at least has a version in it.
not sure if I accidentally turned down the difficulty, but this is just right for the purposes of a quick look, I think. Right, Gilgamesh, where are you? Show yourself.
Careful, because Gilgamesh is also a bit of a dragoon where he'll jump in, so...
Oh, I'm feeling it now.
That's an Iron Giant. Oh no! Tom, I didn't know that we were going to get stoned today.
Probably shouldn't say that in a YouTube video. Tell what the TOS is like. Ah! I was literally like a few thousand points off getting triple S.
Aww.
But that was my best run yet.
Hey!
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, Odin. Very nice.
Yeah, Odin, definitely one of the game, or just the series, like, well-known summons, actually.
Alright, Axel, you went with FF5. I guess it's my turn to pick a world now.
I agree.
To the North Mountain, and a new world. Not today.
On your own time.
Let's see. We got the first game. I've done all of 2, because I need to get a key to unlock something. We have 3. We have 4. 5 we just did. 6. 7's already unlocked. There are no characters to unlock from this title. There's 8. There we go. Yeah. You know what? I'm in a giving mood. Why don't you pick one, mate?
Oh, jeez. You know what? Let's do Mystic Quest. Let's give that a little bit of love.
You silly sausage. Let's do it. Yay, Benjamin, the most well-known Final Fantasy hero.
Yes, exactly.
There's only 5 songs for this. How sad.
Well, depending on the songs, it could be really good. Ooh, these nice little introductions, too.
The Hill of Destiny. Well, before we do anything, let us add Benjamin to our party here. Here he is. Bahamut. That's the strongest summon I have right now.
Nice.
Alright, let's see if we can't finish off this game, because there's only 5 songs, and I'm pretty sure, like, most of them are on the You're Okay to playlist, because we also got a list of stuff that we're not allowed to broadcast and whatnot. Don't know why, that's just how these sorts of things work.
I believe I remember looking at the list and I didn't see anything from Mystic Quest. And double checking, yep, we're good.
Starting off spicy already.
Funnily enough, this is pretty much how the game starts. Like, you hear this song, you have to fight a behemoth right away.
Balls.
Oh no.
It's okay. I will persevere.
It's okay, you missed like one. Okay, that is the goofiest Bahamut I've ever seen.
Well, you know, it's in the Theatrhythm style, so...
I don't know if you actually saw it in the Super Mario RPG randomizer, but they actually have a Bahamut reference in the game, too.
Nice.
one of the enemies is literally called Bahamut, like a dog. And it's a dragon.
Oof. This is significantly harder than anything the game's thrown at me so far.
Oh jeez, did I make a mistake?
Don't worry about it.
And now Tiamat is down. Maybe? No, he just ran away.
Sometimes you're not strong enough to defeat a boss, and that's okay. Whew. I definitely got thrown off by how fast it was going at the start.
Oh yeah, and after a while it was like, holy crap, this is like the longest I've ever heard this track. Because the track goes by really quickly.
It sure does. Alright, next one. And Benjamin actually got a bunch of skills, so I can equip those to him now. I believe we're only allowed to capture like 30 minutes or so of footage, but considering like 3 minutes of that was just the intro. Oh. Yeah, buddy.
Battle 1 is also really good.
There we go. Whew. Alright. Shake it off, Tom. Shake it off. Okay, this isn't exactly the song that I remember. I think that might be the final boss theme.
You're probably thinking of Battle 2, which is the normal boss theme. This one is just the regular battle theme. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest, Battle 3, the final boss theme, I do not remember at all. But hey, at least this one will get your fingers pumping.
Indeed. Yeah, this is definitely tickling the nostalgia center of my brain right now.
If I remember correctly, Mystic Quest was actually the first Final Fantasy game that Europe got. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, it could have been worse.
True, it could have been worse. Like no Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Or, you know, maybe just mix up the titles and whatnot, just confuse everyone. That's fine too. I should mention the diagonals in this game are actually fake. You don't have to do a true diagonal. Just do it in the kind of like cardinal direction it's asking for.
Yeah, you can just do left or down if it's pointing down left. Thank you to Kai in the Discord for also kind of mentioning that too.
Oh, they love Theatrhythm.
Yeah.
He's so cute, I can't get over it. Especially since I did another quick look with a code I also got from Square-Enix, thank you again, for the Crisis Core remake. And Bahamut in that was not cute and cuddly, let me tell you what.
Oh no, he's dangerous and fire-breathing.
This soundtrack fucks.
Oh yeah, like, for a game that has a lot of criticisms with how it's presented, the music is just really good. It's worth experiencing just for the music.
There's like one thing to just listen to the soundtrack on its own. You need to kind of get what it's all about by playing the game as well, because the tracks evoke a certain kind of atmosphere. Aw, that one bad really brought me down a bunch.
Aww.
Hey, I haven't got anything under an S so far.
That's splendid, we'll say.
Thank you, Axel. Bless you. Oh, Leviathan, nice.
Leviathan, another commonly featured summon or eidolon or whatever you want to call it in the series.
GF, if you will.
Guardian Force, yes.
See, I don't play the games, but I do know like a lot of the ins and outs, like the mechanics and so on.
And the terms, of course. Hey, you got a key.
Yeah. This is the one. Oh boy. Oh my god, the difficulty is like at 5. Let's see, what should I put on here? Give me double collectibles, please. Just in case. Whew, let's go.
Let's get some hype music up in here.
Bring the pain. Many hours of listening to this on repeat on YouTube, I assure you.
Yeah, same here. As well as some of the remixes for it, actually, like, that just go really hard.
You may notice we have a, fuck. We have a fuck, and what I was about to say was, the border around the gameplay is actually something you can turn on and off. It's basically to help people get to grips with, like, what their speed is, like how streaming audiences can keep track of how the streamer is doing, and so on. I decided to leave it on, so all of my mistakes are laid bare. There cannot be any Johns here.
And for someone like me, like I said, I never played any of the series, I get to just see, oh, like, how do the inputs actually kind of look? Because normally in rhythm games, you usually see, like, oh, press this button, but you don't have that here. Dragon versus Bird. I think I'll put my money on Dragon.
Nice. I really wanted to get like a full chain SSS rank on that, but alas, it is what it is. Ooh, added cut. Very nice. Oh.
We got Orlando Jordan, or Orlando Bloom, or however you want to call him.
Yes, he is there for all to see. Now, I think before we tap out here, we should show you the last kind of Doom Castle. Well, you guys can experience the end of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest's series quest for yourself. So let me go back to music stages. It should be under here. Yeah. Like, a lot of these are going to be stuff like, I don't think they'd be happy with us showing, but yeah, here we go. The Rebel Army. I got this for completing all the quests in Final Fantasy II, so this will be the last one we show off. Now, those among you who've played Melody of Memory may remember that this is the only gameplay style they had for Kingdom Hearts 3, because Lord knows that game would explode if they tried to render it normally.
Like, was Melody of Memory on the Switch too?
Yes, it was.
Then yeah, it definitely would have exploded.
Made by the same people, I believe.
Yeah, sadly my experience with Melody of Memory is very limited. I've only played the demo, and the only song I liked in the demo was the Demon Tide theme, which I can never remember the actual name of.
I think it might just be called Demon Tide.
It might be.
One day Mexi will come home from war, and then we will have a Final Fantasy II playthrough. But in the meantime, you're going to have to settle for the original playthrough we did, plus the Final Fantasy XII playthrough that Spar and Axel are currently doing.
Yeah, it's coming up to the end too, very soon. It's very weird seeing the NES sprites for Final Fantasy II, because my only experience with it is GBA and PSP, which doesn't have this style.
Hey, there we go.
Nicely done.
a perfect chain, a double S rank. I feel that's more than good enough to end on here, but I suppose I should do my selling of the thing. Theatrhythm Final Borderline is out now for Switch and PS4. Obviously, you can play it on PS5, and it's got so many different songs. Let me just go through them and whatnot, so you can just see how crazy it actually is. And this is without including the DLC. That's in the what do you call it? It's a pack.
The deluxe edition.
Well, what's it called? Why am I blanking on this one word?
You know what? I'll look it up.
Battle Pass. Let's just call it that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series, which includes Crisis Core and I guess Advent Children. We have the remake 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 11, 12, 13. 13 series, we got 14, we got 15, we got Mystic Quest, Tactics, Crystal Chronicles. I kind of wish there was the Crystal Bearers in there, but whatever. We got the Dissidia series with Chaos and whatever the fuck her name was. We have Type 0, we have the Theatrhythm series itself, Record Keeper, Mobius Final Fantasy.
Oh, my heart!
Final Fantasy series, and Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. And then, like I said, we have stuff like Nier Automata, we have Live Alive, etc. for DLC, so there is plenty to keep you busy in Theatrhythm Final Borderline. Thank you again to Square-Enix for supplying HFC with a code, and thank you, Axel, for joining me for this. It was a bit nerve-wracking doing rhythm action stuff live, but hey, I kept an S average, and I think that's good enough for the time being.
Hey, it was a pleasure being here. Thanks for actually, reaching out to me to join you.
And you will see more of Axel going forward, because he is taking over for Tana along with Snake. And in addition to Neo on the TV comms for the patrons and whatnot. So keep an eye out there, and we'll see you next time for more HFC goodness. Bye-bye.